I kind of like the cinematic view of that. I mean, that's awesome. You can check the. You can see the condos. Man, I like that. Man, what is so nice, man. Oh, the sun. It is the best medicine to go out there and a couple of minutes break before I go back to the phones. Man, I love balconies. Now, my last condo, I had a great fucking uh, balcony, but this one has a better amenities. But it's time to upgrade, which means that I think every time you know you go to the next level, you know you gotta upgrade. you know so I mean, we renew the lease for another 15 months, but I'm ready to upgrade. So I think this weekend we're gonna take a tour to another condos, I don't know, downtown downtown Raleigh. So we'll see. They're building this massive building, so but I want the penthouse this time. That's right. That's right, man. Let's get the penthouse, man. But anyway, it feels good, man. Oh, weather feels nice. And if you guys haven't watched that interview with Patrick Bet David did to a Kobe Bryant, I think I'm gonna do a Kobe Bryant special. As I mean, the dude he was a beast till the day he died, and I usually don't patronize another players, but I was a huge fan of Kobe. The way he played, the way he had after even he retired. I mean, the dude had a until the day he died, had this massive work ethic. And actually, I was watching a few months ago the games that back in the '90s. Man, what a games, man! Especially like for the Olympics and those international games. I mean, that dude he was there to play. I mean, yeah, for lack of better, he was there to compete. He was there to beat the opponent. I mean, he was not there to I'm just gonna be famous and blah blah blah. He was there to play, to make a living, and just to make an impact in other people. I think in this life, if you're not ready, if you're not focusing in your life to I was sit. If you're not focusing and pretty much impact somebody, or do some sort of something, man, I don't know where you are, but the best feeling in the world is when you wake up every day and have a vision. You have a path, breaking the matrix, right? Breaking the matrices, but it's just like working with others. I mean, I worked last weekend and I just didn't want to work. I was like, fuck, man, I gotta work on Saturday. But at the end, I was like, you know what? That's exactly what you need to go and fucking do it. But after that, I mean, I feel good. But this weekend, we're off next. In 2 weeks, I work until But it's you gotta put the time in. You gotta put the time in. And most of what happens, you gotta put the time when it is actually when you don't want to do it, And in an interview with Patrick Bet David it was interviewing Kobe, and everybody was drinking, everybody was out of time, doing these things. And what Kobe Bryant was doing, Kobe Bryant was at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning. He was lifting weights. By the time these dudes were and that's how he became actually popular with the team, because he did that when he was actually fairly new into the NBA. So when he got recruited for the Olympics and all these international competitions, he was at the gym before everybody else. So he was already warm up. So he was ready to go. So these guys were seeing Kobe Bryant, at the gym, working out, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, maybe that's what we should be doing, right?" So he created that culture of, yeah, I mean, you don't want to fuck with Kobe Bryant when he was training. I mean, he was, because he was ready to win, right? And that's like another story for when David Goggins was actually obviously in some army post or navy post, everybody was like hating him because he was already on post, and he was training like he was still on boot camp. So he was like training and doing all these, probably thousands of push-ups. But everybody was like, what? And at some point, everybody was hating Goggins, but he said, "So look, you guys were the one who started, when I was watching you guys go inside, it's a little bit too hot. I'm gonna go to the pool tomorrow. With Kobe, David was, in post, everybody. Well, you guys set the standards for the Navy SEALs. So when it's time to practice, even though in probably in the rest days, David Gunn was like massively doing this like push-ups and like rah, like monster, like literally. I'm about 120 push-ups and just to warm up. That's my wake up every morning. 120 push-ups. Like when people go to the bathroom and you go prepare the coffee, the first thing is my 120 push-ups and cold showers. Right? But later on, whatever the case might be. So hit the like button, check that interview with Patrick. You can just type it in the search box, Kobe Bryant, Patrick Bay David, and that it is a delight seeing that interview with Kobe Bryant. I mean, I think that interview has like 7 million views because it's so profound. The amount of class, the amount of free education and the free and you will never see how detailed Kobe was on his games, on his trainings, until he finally, and of course, after he got a trainer, he got someone that kind of given the training him in a way to get into the level he wanted it to be. And he was like, okay, I'm at that level. I want to go one level up so I can go over the top. He mentions that. And that, to even when I'm in sales, I want to be, that I'm on top, but I want to be over the top. I'm like, I need to build me a team, and I got to do a lot of things. But hit the like button, share it, and man, it's almost a week. It's almost the weekend, but you gotta prepare. You gotta be a massively ready for for the weekend. You gotta be massively ready to execute, and don't forget, obviously get your library books, get your books, so when you train and get a space like this. This is my office, right? This is my office. This is my desk. There's a laptop, and I'm about to set it to do another before I go to my to my lunchtime. Where I'm gonna go to the gym in my lunchtime, because I literally can walk 2 minutes from my gym. And the reason when we moved to this place is because I didn't want to go like, oh, I gotta drive my car 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm gonna by the time most people go to the gym in the morning, they get up at 4. By the time they get dressed and they go drive the car is like 20 minutes. By the time they get on the first machine can be half an hour. So you already spend half an hour. So by the time these people already are at the gym, I'm already almost done with I've been doing high intensity workouts, which means that as soon as I hit the floor in the gym, and there's not like, most people are like, I got the shoulder and the hair. I'm like, I'm ready to do some calisthenics, and I'm going to do some jumping jacks. I'm doing more push-ups, and I'm gone, because I don't want to waste. See, when I'm on the phones, I'm like calling people, man, click, 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 click. I don't have time to, when people there's like in the weekends, I have some family members that or my wife's family members, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go get a cup of coffee. I don't have time. And when you see the interview with Kobe Bryant, it's like, I don't have time to go to coffee shops and and hang out. And Kobe Bryant was like, when he was doing it in that interview with Patrick, he said, other guys were taking vacation with other guys, and me, I hated that, because and that's what what's his name, Tim Grover, on his book Relentless, is like, when people are on vacation, these guys are running around. So anyway, hit the like button. Let's go win big. Have a good day, and let's fucking go, man. Let's go.